Well, welcome back, my friends, to another rousing rendition of Choir Boys Cutlery Outdoors, an Alpha Knife AK2 with burlap handle scales rendition, if you will. Hey, before we get into it, there was a time in this country where 22 veterans a day took their own lives. That number's going down, stats show, but anything over zero is simply unacceptable. Vets, we love you. Man, you have a place here. You're welcome here. We're back to blue over here. We support Leo, all to the chagrin of many. How do you do that, Scab? Well, we don't break the damn law, and when we do, because we have, we take responsibility for it. And finally, if you are an addict, never quit quitting. So, Damon Lusky is rapidly becoming one of my favorite American knife makers. Point blank, period. Everything he puts out is money. This is the AK2. Let me give you some specs. It's that typical acid etch finish that I'm growing to love more and more. It's got a 4-inch blade length. Spit it out, Scabber. Come on, son. The blade type is a drop point. It is 01 carbon tool steel, if you will. It's made, blade thickness is 5/32. Has a 4-inch flat ground drop point blade. It's 9 inches overall, and again, those handle scales are that burlap micarta, which I freaking love, and those orange liners. Man, I love liners. Love this knife. Love everything Alpha Knife's doing. Now, if you want to get in touch with Alpha, people are starting to ask me about links and things like that. You can go to Old Town Cutlery, OLDETONE Cutlery. And I'm not being smart, man. They sell the knives. They are an American knife shop. JR, of course, this comes from JR. It has to. Brother, love you. Thank you so much for keeping me in just badass knives. JR is a big proponent of Old Town Cutlery. If he is, I am. I promise you that. Now, look right here, son. That's a piece of that old box store hardwood right there. And the knife, I've got just a regular grip on it. The knife is feather sticking. Woo, y'all know Choir Boys Cutlery, old CCO, is known for his feather sticking prowess. Not really, but it's something that you got to do. Blackie Thomas says all the time, one of the 3 essentials in bushcraft, survival, whatever, is making fire. Feather sticks help with that. This knife is a feather sticking machine. My stump there is about feather sticked out, so I got to get with my guy Richard, get me a new stump in. Now, this is that 2-inch air hose. And guys, if it sounds redundant for those of y'all that are new, I apologize, not really. We do the same set of demonstrations with each knife so that, one, I get a little better at them as we go because I want to give you the best product I can. But 2, you can actually look how each knife handles. Certain styles, certain edge bevels, things like that. Plus, we've gotten kind of a rhythm with it now. From time to time, we mix it up. This particular demonstration really shows off a couple things. The tip, the sharpness, and the durability. Now, right here, we're just going to kind of do, this is kind of my modified push cut. I like doing this one. I like kind of putting my hand there, resting it there. I have supreme confidence in Alpha Knives. I've also got supreme confidence in myself of how I'm resting the knife. No hot spots on the handle through any of the Donnie B All-day drop test or throw test. We're going to do the John Peters stab test right here. I use 1/4 inch sidewall of an old truck tire. All right, steel belted, the whole 9. Right here, we're cutting 2 pieces in twain, a little twainage there. Now, we get a normal grip, normal stab grip, and then just quick 6-8 punches. We don't go crazy for a couple of reasons. One, let's be honest, there's no need in putting myself in danger. I use my hands every day. 2, if it takes over my head to stab 1/4 inch sidewall of a tire, I need a new knife. This knife performed masterfully. We got 2 pieces of 1/4 inch cleanly. That's a 1/2 inch of tire that we went through. It'll stab what you need it to. Now right here, this is our 2-inch ratchet strap, toe strap, whatever you want to call it. I like using this. And again, for those folks that are new, and the reason I keep saying that, guys, is we've had a large influx over the last couple days. And thank you to those of you who've rode with me from the beginning, to those of you who are just now jumping in. Thank you for choosing CCO to watch and support. and I appreciate that more than you know. Rarely, if ever, do I ask people to hit like, subscribe, and all that crap, but today, if you like what you see, and hit like, hit subscribe, I'd appreciate it. I won't mention it again probably for about 10 videos. When we pop the trunk, to me, that tells the tale, all right? All the hoses you see, except the green one, are high-pressure air lines, every one of them, okay? I like doing that because it stresses the knife. This 3/4 inch red hose right here has been one butt kicker on knives. It really, really has. And when we bring out the regular green water hose, you'll see what I'm talking about. Now, at least twice to 3 times a video, I do something dumbass, like picking up a piece of toe strap that's too short. However, the AK2 handled it well. Thank you, AK2, for making me look halfway decent. Watch right there, right through it. That is normal water hose. I like using that for a control. Everybody and their brother has cut water hose before. Now, this is, I don't know, this is not paracord. It's about two sizes bigger than 550, all right? But it's just a good little medium to cut with. We'll call it twine, rope, whatever you want to call it. But it's a good little medium, show the sharpness of the knife. When we pop the trunk, we go through a ton of mediums. Now, this is one I like for my hunters, for my trappers, for my fishermen, those kind of guys. I always think of this ratchet strap kind of as hide. There's not going to be a hide tougher than this ratchet strap. So we check the tip. We just do a straight kind of stab, not even a stab, just a push and drag. As you know, if you're skinning, if you're doing whatever, with the knife hold up, this knife is razor sharp from tip to sharpening choil all the way through. And Damon, his heat treat is spot on, dude. How do I know? Because I haven't, in the 4 knives that I've had the fortune to demonstrate now, we haven't had a chip, we haven't had a roll, we haven't had anything of that nature. It's held its sharpness throughout the videos. I do the batoning. Not everybody batons. I get that. I do it for a couple of reasons. One, again, is there any shock in those handle scales? Is it jarring? Does it jar it loose? Is there any loose? Is there any slippage? Pressure on the edge, right? Pressure on the spine because we're hitting it with the Bam Bam stick. We go through knots. It's just another demonstration to see how well the knife holds up. I don't know that in over 1,000 videos I've caught one piece of damn wood after I've batoned it. But I do the best I can. I promise you that. I do what I can. Do what old Scabber can. Y'all hear what I'm saying. And the one thing that you can rest assured of, if you have to go pee during one of my demonstrations, you can go and come back and I'll be doing the same damn thing. That's one thing for sure. Now, right here's a little slashing. Slicing, not slashing, sorry. Look at those curls, man. Just Alpha Knives, ALFA at Old Town Cutlery. You owe it to yourself to check them out. I'm just telling you. Now, right here, this is a piece of old 4x4, 2x4 or something. Got me a little stance going there, look like Captain Morgan, Captain Scabbing. We're going to do a little bit of chopping, but again, is this a chopper with a 4-inch blade? No. 5-inch handle, that handle is insane, dude. It is insanely comfortable. D-Bad would be able to hold that thing. It's that large. It's got ample handle space. Is it a chopper? No, absolutely not. But what will it chop? Yes, absolutely it will. Again, and I like mentioning several things every video just to drive it home, not only for new folks, but for folks that's been around. The point of the demonstrations is when I demonstrate a knife, I'm not worried about any other knife on the planet. I'm not comparing it. I'm not trying to. I'm saying if you happen to be in a situation with this knife, will it work? Just a little psychology behind why I do what I do. People have asked, how does it compare to this? I don't like doing that. It's almost impossible. I might do some head-to-heads down the road once I get the proper skill set. I think that's more on me than the knives. You can see that polished blade is beautiful. But that's why I do what I do. And then our zip tie test that you'll see literally every video. I'm just a big fan of this. I do it every day at work, or at least 4 or 5 times a week at work. Cutting zip ties is a common household thing. And again, does the edge chip? Does it roll? No, it holds up. It holds up quite well. And then right here, I realized that my fat ass had it off camera, so I apologize about that. Real quick, guys, I want to go through some shout-outs. Donnie B All-day is marching to 10,000. Let's get him there. He's on a march. He's over 9. Joe, Steel Forged and Fire Sword and Knife. My brother Joe. He's headed to 2,000. Let's get him there. Grugsy, Legion Tacticool. We want to get him to 1,000. And then my guy John Heffron. John's an awesome guy. Wingman 115. Let's get him to 50,000. Here's the deal, guys. I have another channel. It's called Blade Talk with Scab and Joe. We're hoping to make a major announcement any day. Check that out. Check out my community page. Check out my description. I put all kind of links in there to great content creators. Well, guys, listen. The Alpha AK2 is just badass, man. It just is. Mr. Damon, home run, brother. This knife held up through and through. I'm Scab. You're not. I'm gone, son.